This is not a clickbait. This is real tease, you guys. This is real. Hey everyone, it's your girl Primp and Proper. Listen, so this is story time. I haven't done a story time since the worst day ever, but I love to joke and I love to laugh about the things that I've gone through because they are hilarious. Listen, and some of them, you know, I learn from everything that I have gone through in my life. So of course I want to share it, and yeah, it's gonna be funny, but I also want to reflect on what I've learned from these experiences, because I know, listen, if I have gone through it, I know someone is currently going through it, or you might go through it in the future and you might not know how to handle it, but you'll remember hearing my story and how I handle it. So with that being said, it all started, I was a freshman in high school, and you know, I don't want to say I was bad, but I used to get suspended a lot for like dumb stuff. So I was suspended, and usually when I'm suspended, I would hang out at home with my cousin. And my cousin would actually skip school to hang out with me at home to keep me company while I was just on suspension. And if you guys see us now, we're true woman of God. But we were skipping school. She was in 8th grade, you guys. And she went to a school down the street from my house. So we would always plan that I would go pick her up, like walk to like the stop sign before the school and wait for her to get off her school bus, and I'll just walk home with her. Well, walk to my house with her. So, you know, that was nothing out of the regular. But one day I was suspended for like 10 days. I can't remember why I was suspended for 10 days. That was so extra. Why suspend me for 10 days? Anyways, so I was at home one day and my best friend calls me. This is not to bash anyone too, because I'm not that kind of person, but I'm just telling my story. So we're just going to give this person a name, because I don't even want to say best friend, because some people might know who I'm talking about. I'm just going to call her Rebecca. So Rebecca calls me, and Rebecca's like, hey, I'm going to come to your house tomorrow to chill with you while you're on suspension. I'm like, yeah, hey, that's cool. Like, you know, me and my cousin, I'm going to give her a name too. Me and my cousin Tanya is going to be, you know, we just chill at home anyway. So she's going to be here. You can come on. You can come over. It's cool with me. And I was just like, what time? She was like, yeah, I'm going to come, but I'm going to bring my guy friend. And I was like, your guy friend? I was like, I was a little taken back, but I was like, you know, since I trust her and I trust her judgment, I know she wouldn't bring anyone like foul to my house. Like, even though I didn't know if she said this new guy that she's dating, I only been out of school. I think that was towards the end of my suspension, so maybe a week and a half. So I don't know. I didn't even think to ask questions like, well, who is this guy? Like, when did you meet him? Because remember, we were like close friends. I just was like, you know, down for the ride, y'all. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, that's cool. So the next day comes. I wake up. She's actually, Tanya's school starts like a little later in the day. So Rebecca actually came before I had to go pick up Tanya. So when Rebecca shows up, she shows up with the guy. Listen to this, and I want you guys to remember these key points. So obviously somebody dropped them off, and they went on their way. And so the guy, he was really nice. His name was, we're going to call him Charles. So Charles, he introduces himself. I'm like, hey. And I left them in my living room. I was like, hey, I'm about to go pick up Tanya. I'll be right back. And they're like, all right, cool. So I go and pick up Tanya, which is like not even a 10-minute walk. Literally, it's like 5 minutes and I'm there. So it only took us like 10 minutes back and forth to get back to my house. So when I got Tanya, we went back to my house. But when I got there, Charles was gone. So it was just Rebecca there. And I'm like, hey, what happened to Charles? She was like, oh, he went to go grab something to eat. Huh? But mind you, you guys, I said they got dropped off. They got dropped off. So he didn't have a car to go get something to eat. So that means somebody picked him up from my house. So that didn't register right then. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even think of anything. And mind you, I'm like, he went to go get something to eat. Is he bringing something back for us to eat? So I'm like, okay, shrug it off. So we're chilling. And my mom calls me. She's like, hey, don't forget the money order for the rent is on the table. Fill it out. And I'm like, oh, okay, I will. But you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. By the time you get off work, I'm gonna fill it out. Like, whatever. So I left the money order on the table. And so, you know, the day goes by. Well, a couple minutes goes by and I hear a knock at the door. So I'm like, oh, it must be Charles coming back. So I open the door and it's Charles plus more. So it's Charles and 4 other dudes. I'm like, oh, hey, like, hey, what are you guys doing? So when I'm opening the door, they're like gradually coming in. So now we're in the living room like, hey, like this is too much. Now it's 3 girls versus like, I believe it was like 4 boys, 4 or 5 boys. And I'm like, and then they were much older. Remember, we were all, well, me and Rebecca were freshmen in high school, and Tanya was 8th grader. So these guys are like seniors and juniors, and they went to a different school, like in another city. And so we get to talking. Like I was kind of like but I'm like, okay, we're just gonna stay in the living room, we're gonna be good, they're not gonna stay long. And they were like, oh, we're not gonna stay long, da da da. And then I'm like, okay. So we're all sitting in the living room, and I had like a computer desk in the living room with my computer. So some of the boys are on the computer, and that's when I first found out. They introduced me to MySpace, because I didn't even know about MySpace. And I didn't have an account at that time. They set me up. They're like, yeah, you don't know about MySpace. So we're like talking about MySpace, talking about stuff. So we're all like just having a good vibe. And slowly, gradually, like while I'm on the computer trying to set up my account with this one guy, with 2 guys, my cousin's on the couch talking to the other guy, Charles and Rebecca kind of like disappear. But you know, I'm like, so I'm not even noticing that they're no longer on the couch behind me. I'm just so focused, laughing, telling, like, joking around with these guys and setting up this MySpace account that I'm not even worried. Like, it's not like that I lived in a mattress. It was a 3-bedroom house with a garage. So it's like, you know, they ain't go far. So, you know, as time goes on, Tanya went missing too. So I'm like, oh, hey. So then I kind of go, like, I start talking to this guy too, being grown, y'all, grown. So I started talking to this guy, and we like chilling. We made out, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I made out with this guy. And then I was just like antsy, like I need to get out. Like I need to see where my cousin's at, like where Tanya is, where Rebecca is. So then I start like walking around the house like, where is everyone? Like, hey, I find Rebecca in my mom's room, my parents' room, with Charles on my parents' bed. I was like, hey, y'all can't be in here. Like, what the heck? Because remind you, I didn't know what room they went to. It's a 3-bedroom house, but my parents' room was like on the far end of the house. And they were like, oh, my bad. Then I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, yeah, y'all got to get out of there. So they went in the living room. And then slowly after that, like everybody like left. So now I walked Tanya back to school so she can catch the bus home. And now me and Rebecca are at my house, like just chilling. So even when my mom comes home, she just thinks school got out and Rebecca just came to chill with me. So me and Rebecca are at my house. My mom gets off work, and Rebecca, well, my mom says, hey, where's the money order for the rent so I can give it to call the landlord? And I'm like, it's on the table. And she's like, no, it's not. Where is it? I was like, it's on the table, mommy. And she's like, well, where's my purse? I'm like, then I'm like, wait. I go to look on the table. There's no money order. She's like, Vanessa, there's no money order. And her purse is missing. And I'm like, now I'm like panicking on the inside because I can't show her because I don't want her to know that I had company over. My mom doesn't even know Tanya was at my house, and her parents don't know because remember, Tanya's in 8th grade and she's skipping school. So I just started looking around like, what? And my mom's like, wait, what is going on? Like, I left my purse. I know where I leave my purse all the time. This is my house. I know where I leave my stuff. And I'm like, yeah.
You could do so.
Maybe I misplaced it, or maybe I took something. So I'm looking at Rebecca like, bro, call that man. Like, you know, I said something else, but call him. Like, what is going on? Where's my mom's money order? So as I'm looking for my mom's purse, I find my mom's purse in the garage, in the laundry room. We had a laundry room in the garage, and my mom's purse is flipped inside out, and it's in the washer machine. So now I'm like, oh heck no, call him right now. So she calls him. I think it took her like a good 3 times to reach him. And when she finally gets him, she was like, hey. And I was like, give me the phone, because she's talking all sweet. Like, no, like, bro, my mom's rent money is missing. Which one of y'all took it? And he's like, man, ain't nobody take your mama money. That's Squid. So Squid is one of the guys, the oldest, because I believe most of them were juniors, and Squid was the senior, or he already graduated. Whatever the case, Squid I just knew was the older guy. And I'm like, Squid? Well, give us Squid number. I'm not gonna give y'all Squid number. I'm like, and I'm looking at her like, what kind of guys are you messing with? Like, I'm just looking at her like, bro, like, what is going on? So Rebecca ends up going home, and my mom is just interrogating me. And I'm like, well, we had some people over. Because I can't say I took the rent money. Like, what did I do with it? And I'm like, yeah, we had some people over, and this and that. And I don't even know how they found out my cousin was, well, Tanya was at the house. I don't even know how that went down. I think my mom just put 2 and 2 together. And, yeah. So I said these guys took the money, and then my mom was like, okay, so if you and Rebecca were home, so Rebecca had to bring these guys. And I'm like, I don't know. It was just like friends from school. I don't know. She's like, well, what are their names? I didn't even know their names. I knew their street names. Like, I knew some of their street names. I knew some of their government names, but not their last names. I didn't know anything about them. I knew what school they went to and just their first name or street name. And I'm like, well, I don't know. And then she's like, well, I'm going to Rebecca's house. So my mom goes to Rebecca's house to speak to Rebecca's mom. And at that time, my father was away. So it was like my mom pretty much had to make up the money for herself. So basically, when my mom went to go talk to Rebecca's mom, she looking like that's not her problem. Like, she didn't even really talk to her Rebecca. Like, and I was just, mind you guys, I got a whooping. So I got a whooping by my mom, like a bad whooping. I felt really bad because I'm a freshman in high school. I can't repay her. I don't have any money, and it's just like, my mom was like, I had to struggle to make this money, and now I have to go make it again. Like, I don't even have money. And I just was like, I was like very sad and disappointed in myself. Then I got like 3 whoopings by 3 different people. I went to school. Now I'm off of suspension. Now I'm back in school, and Rebecca's giving me the silent treatment. Because at that time I didn't have a cell phone, so it's not like we were on the phone all the time. I didn't have a cell phone at the time. So this is the next time I seen her after going to her house with my mom. And she gave me the silent treatment, and we had classes together. So my other best friend, Lanika, was like, oh, hell no. How she gonna beat you mad? And I'm like, you know what? I'm like I don't want to say a sucker, but I was just like kind of blind to the whole thing, but because I really loved my friend, and I just felt like it wasn't really her fault. I don't know. I was like kind of conflicted in how I felt, because I felt like you're not even showing no remorse, or like asking me like how did everything go. Like, I don't know, what did I expect from her, but I knew like I was kind of mad at her. But the fact that she was giving me a silent treatment, it was just like, wow. Fast forward like years later, I get on Facebook and I find Squid, the tall boy that Charles said took the money. So I like DM him, like I just remembered his face. So I'm like, you stole my mom rent money? Oh, da da da. And I'm just going off on him. He was like, you stupid beep. Charles stole that rent money. I didn't do none of that. That was like a slap in the face, because that is the actual person that Rebecca was dating, and she invited him to my house. And you even had this guy in my mother's bedroom. I don't know if that was his plan all along. So I don't know if he seen that opportunity. He was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get it. And maybe she was so distracted. I don't know how she missed that, but I think at the time I wrote Squid, I was no longer friends with Rebecca. So it's not like I was like, oh my God, so Squid stole the money. I mean, Charles stole the money after all. Like, what the heck? So we weren't friends. That was basically like, wow. You know? So the moral of this story is, I don't know if you guys got a laugh, or you like, dang, that's like a wow. Choose your friends wisely, and trust your, I don't even want to say trust your instinct, because I wasn't even alarmed at certain things that were happening, because as soon as those guys would have came in, I should have shut it down automatically, kicked out Charles at the same time. I was like, hey, this can't go down. And because a lot of things could have went wrong. We could have got raped, because remember, there were like, I believe 5 guys there and only 3 of us, and they could have did a lot more damage than they did. And yeah, they stole money, but money's replaceable. Even though I don't even know how my mom was able to pay back that money. That still hurts me till today. But it's just like, I could have got sexually assaulted. A lot of things just could have went wrong, because we did not know these people. They were strangers to us. And that guy Charles was actually a stranger to Rebecca. She did not know him. So she actually brought someone to my house who she only knew for like 2 days. And she only used that opportunity to chill with him and not really spend time with me. And so yeah, when you notice patterns of somebody, I'm not saying to judge anyone, but you have to be careful of who you let in your circle. I tend not to hang around women who are, I don't want to say obsessive, but I watch how their relationships with men are, because I'm just say this plain and simple. I'm not hanging with no girl, no woman who is dumb for guys. Like, they will turn on their friends, their family, just for the love of a guy, because they lack the love within themselves. And I'm not speaking on Rebecca. I'm speaking in general, because I see that a lot. Because I have a lot more stories, you guys, where I was in situations that had me like, and it was because of a girl and a guy. So it's just like, whoa. And, you know, me being a person that values friendship, and, you know, I'm riding and dying for people. Yeah. I had to slowly realize who was for me and who wasn't. Now that I think about it, were they in cahoots? Did she get some of that rent money? So that's pretty much the story, you guys. I got bamboozled. He stole my mama rent money. But it was certain things that I did notice about Rebecca. But I just kind of like, you know, I'm not judging her. Like, everybody's free to do what they do, and as long as you're be good peoples. And I feel like the fact that I love to laugh, I think that's why me and Rebecca were so tight, because it was like a good vibe when I was around her. Do not get entrapped into these vibes, because if your relationship, your friendship doesn't have a solid foundation of trust, loyalty, and love and care, and wanting to grow together and learn from each other, your friendship is not going to stand on anything. It's going to fall. It ain't rock solid. You feel me? Let me know what you would have did different, and let me know if something like this happened to you. Like, I know I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. I know I can't be the only one. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl Primpin' Proper. Do not forget to subscribe, because you're gonna be back. I got a lot. I'm gonna be doing like a lot more story times, because I have a lot of stories. Like, but we're gonna keep it cute. We're gonna keep it cute, and I'm always gonna give you advice at the end, like what I learned from this whole thing. Period. But it's your girl Primpin' Proper signing out. Thank you for watching.